I think at this moment the elections are not very significant in the sense that it is very difficult to kind of translate the law that that was tabled in the Council of Ministers and would be tabled in Parliament soon, given the fact that there are the same problems that prevented the same kind of law in 2020 to be materialized into action still remain. The security problems, Al-Shabaab control significant territories in the country. The federal member states also control significant territories, and some of them are not willing to take part in the elections. And also, there is lack of comprehensive political settlement in the country, in the sense that there are very strong and very powerful political elites in Mogadishu, without whom it would be very difficult to hold elections.
Now, moving on to the Somalia, Ethiopia and Somaliland deal. First, what changes for Ethiopia? And secondly, if Somalia allows it, that is, to control, to access one of its ports, and then what happens to Somalia and the other deal with Somaliland?
So far, what we know from the talks, there are no face-to-face still meetings between the two sides. And the Somali side is kind of asking for Ethiopia, or demanding Ethiopia to reverse its agreement with the breakaway region of Somaliland. But the Ethiopians on their side are insisting that, Somalia makes an offer to them first before they repeal the initial MOU. And also they are demanding that, a specific location be given to them, specifically something along the Gulf of Aden. So these are, the Somalia on the side is saying it's like asking, it is like Russia or, America asking for Russian access to the sea or having a base within, the American territory. So it is almost impossible for that to materialize. What will it mean for Ethiopia, even if it gets this deal? I mean, it will have a greater say in the region, and it will have achieved a long-term ambition of, having an access to the sea by either conquest or by legal means with neighboring territories and neighboring countries. Also, it's good for the local politics, in the sense that it will kind of project Abiy Ahmed in a very positive light.
What's in this deal, and where does that leave Somaliland, which was very close to sealing that deal with Ethiopia? Is Somaliland now going to be isolated in these negotiations?
If the process goes ahead and if the agreement is reached between the two sides, then Somaliland will have no alternative other than, finding other ways of engaging the federal authorities, including talks about a possible unification, or maybe for Somaliland to say we want to secede from the rest of the country and we need to have talks about that. So it will force Somaliland to come back to the table and negotiate about the future.
Very quickly, Tahir, what is the deal here? Why is Turkey involved?
The Turkish government, the deal basically is becoming more of like a Turkish deal, in the sense that Turkey is very strongly pushing all sides to reach an agreement, in the sense that it has a major investment in Ethiopia, in the region of about $2 billion, initially 1.2, and there are several increments since then. But it also has stricken a deal with the federal government of Somalia with regards of resource extraction, oil exploration and all of that. So Turkey has very serious economic, ambitions in the region. And in addition to that, just by brokering a deal between two neighboring countries in the Horn of Africa, it kind of projects Turkey as a key player in the geopolitics of the region. So for Turkey, it's very significant for the deal to go through.